Innovation in the NHS is absolutely essential. So we started in 2016 the Dragon's Den competition, which is a chance for any member of staff to put forward any idea that can improve service for service users, improve working life for staff, save money. Any idea is relevant. The competition is a chance to explore ideas that you wouldn't normally have time for in your working life.
I was on the panel last year, and it was the first time the Trust had actually thought about doing Dragon's Den. And we looked at I think it was 5 different projects, and Space for Growth came up way on top, and everybody thought it was such a fantastic idea.
When I saw the Dragon's Den competition offer come up, it was an ideal opportunity to get some funding to get the idea of having our own growing spaces for patients and staff into the grounds.
We got together and we brought our different skills and different perceptions. Ali as a clinical lead, Mel as an OT, occupational therapist, and myself as chaplain, and I was very interested in, and I am interested in, bringing people together in spaces within the hospital that aren't necessarily clinical, where they can connect as human beings and find something which is maybe deeper than their immediate experience. So Space for Growth felt like a good model.
The initial idea came about by looking at what was going on in the local area and having links to Poole Grammar School, and they have a similar project to ours where they grow their own food, they have their own allotment, and then they use the produce in their kitchens, and everything's grown organically. They're part of the Food for Life organisation, which is a national organisation that looks at improving food quality in hospitals and schools.
It feels absolutely fantastic to start with an idea and a conversation, to develop a working party and go through that whole creating a plan, making a bid, realising that you've been successful, and then working through the panic of now we've really got to make this happen. We were looking at the benefits for people's physical health as well as their mental health and well-being, and it being a vehicle for transitioning somebody perhaps from an inpatient service back out into their local community. But this is a stepping stone towards other projects that are out there to sustain people. To see it here today launched and to see so many people involved and enjoying it has been fantastic.
We've seen people just using their muscle, moving soil, putting things together, some of the lads getting involved, and interestingly, some of the older people from the older wards have really enjoyed. They painted the shed, they filled in some of the soil, and they found a bit of strength from somewhere, and wow, we can do this, and they go back to the wards feeling as though they've achieved something.
The feedback we've had from service users, carers and staff have been that it's been something that's long been needed. It's a really welcomed bit of colour and activity and energy for the site. It's given people somewhere to come that's reflective, calming, it gives them something to do, and it just helps people with their recovery, and they love it.
We started off just thinking that we wanted to celebrate the Space to Growth, and then somebody happened to mention garden party, and before we knew what was happening, we'd got music, we'd got alpacas, we'd got stalls from all the different wards, and everybody wanted to join in and be all together and celebrate the whole thing.
It's very satisfying. It's a wonderful thing to have been part of a group of people and patients bringing this together in a year and producing what we see behind us.
I would say to anybody who's got a creative idea, no matter how big or small, submit to the Dragon's Den competition. The whole process has been really enjoyable, and even if you don't make it to the end, it's worth a try.
The closing date for this year's competition is the 28th of July, so there's plenty of time to get your ideas in. Don't worry if you're not used to writing pitches. This is about your idea, not your ability to write a submission. This is why we say it's open to everyone and everybody's ideas count.